Hello again. I'm Mike Whitaker, lead service lineman here at Kosciusko REMC. Welcome to our second virtual annual business meeting. Over the next few minutes, we'll update you on our 2021 accomplishments and inform you about the exciting projects underway at our cooperative. We will also answer the most asked questions that you, the members, have submitted. And if you'd like to stay up to date about Kosciusko REMC, please like us on Facebook. Let me start things off by introducing our board of directors. Our board plays an integral role in the success of our cooperative. Your 2022 board of directors are Bill Stump Jr., chairman of the board, Dan Tucker, vice chairman, John Hand, secretary treasurer, director Terry Bouse, director Tony Fleming, director Pam Messmore, director Rick Parker, and director Steve Miner. New board candidates are Joel Shepard, Brian Romine, Loretta Schaefer, Dan Harstein, Jamie Scott, and Todd Smith. Incumbent director candidates are Tony Fleming and Dan Tucker. Bill Stump Jr. is retiring from director service, and Kim Buert Van Loo resigned in January. We would like to thank Mr. Stump and Mrs. Van Loo for their years of service. The voting in this year's board election will occur during the drive-through portion of our annual meeting. 4 director positions are being contested, and it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the 8 candidates. Joel Shepard is challenging incumbent Tony Fleming. Brian Romine is challenging incumbent Dan Tucker. Dan Harstein is challenging Loretta Schaefer, and Todd Smith is challenging Jamie Scott. More information about the candidates can be found in the June edition of the Indiana Connection magazine and on our website at kremc.com. Now it's time for our president and CEO, Kurt Carver, to join us for the 2022 State of the Cooperative Address.
Hello, I'm Kurt Carver, president and CEO of Kosciusko REMC and Kosciusko Connect. First, I'd like to take this time to thank you for tuning in to our second annual virtual business meeting. As we continue to move forward from the aftermath of COVID-19 and its variants, we stand strong behind our mission and core values statement. That is to safely provide quality electric energy and services to members at a competitive cost. We value integrity, accountability, innovation, and commitment to community above all else. Even through these challenging times, we continue to ensure we stay focused on serving you, our members, first. We recently sent out an online survey to our members asking you for questions. Most of your questions focused on costs and service reliability. We know you, our members, are still in some very stressful times right now with the cost of living at an all-time high. Basically, all consumables are at a record high. For this reason, we will continue to operate as efficiently as possible. Our employees work efficiently every day to keep Kosciusko REMC's residential rates the lowest in Indiana among all co-ops. I'm very proud of our employees for the amount of work they perform daily and to continue to operate with such efficiency. It is truly amazing to see. We continue to invest in regular maintenance of our distribution system to ensure that outages stay at a minimum. This year, we have replaced over 100 poles and are replacing aging primary wire and transformers. Our contracted tree crews trimmed over 200 miles of line to prevent outages. These are just a few examples of preventive maintenance we perform annually to ensure we maintain safe, reliable electric service to our members. Now, I will turn things over to John Hand, Secretary-Treasurer of Board of Directors. He will discuss the official business and financial portion of our meeting.
Hello, my name is John Hand. I'm honored to serve you as a Kosciusko REMC Board of Directors Secretary-Treasurer. Today, I'll briefly take us through some official cooperative business and provide an update on the 2021 Kosciusko REMC financials. Each year, we are responsible for making sure that all KREMC members receive an official notice of today's meeting and the approval of the past year's meeting minutes. The minutes for the 2021 annual meeting were presented to the Board of Directors on April 26, 2021. They carried the motion to approve. I will now read you our proof of notice. I, John Hand, being duly sworn Secretary of the Kosciusko Rural Electric Membership Corporation, hereinafter called the Cooperative, do hereby certify that on the 25th day of May 2022, each member of the Cooperative, at his or her address, as it appears on the records of the Cooperative, was mailed, with postage prepaid, a notice of the annual meeting of the members of the Cooperative, to be held June 9th, 2022. Now that the official business is complete, I'd like to give you an overview of the 2021 financial highlights. Operating expenses increased $1,032,823 from 2020 to 2021. This increase is largely due to our increase in purchased wholesale power this past year. The main reasons for this increase are higher wholesale energy rates and increased power consumption of our members. Our 2021 operating revenues totaled $49,182,189. We saw a 2.7% increase from 2020 to 2021. Our net margins in 2021 were $3,797,698, which is down $344,020 from 2020. In 2021, we ranked near the top of the 800 electric co-ops in the nation for local operating expenses. We are proud to say that KREMC is a top performer in keeping rates low. Our rates are about 25% below the Indiana average and 30% below the national average. Several new members joined our cooperative last year. We added 176 new locations in 2021, and we increased the total number of meters we serve to 18,461. Overall, 2021 was another very positive year for Kosciusko REMC. We increased our total assets by $17.1 million, investing in our fiber internet project. We are proud of this accomplishment, and we work hard to maintain excellent service to our members while remaining fiscally responsible. Thank you for tuning in for this financial update. It has been my pleasure serving you this year as your Secretary Treasurer, and I look forward to another great year with Kosciusko REMC.
Thank you, John, for that important information. I know I am very proud, as are many other Kosciusko REMC employees, to be part of such an amazing cooperative. With me now is Mr. Tim Landergan. Tim is the current CFO of Kosciusko REMC. Tim, after hearing what John had to say, could you possibly break that down just a little bit in maybe layman's terms for someone like myself that maybe isn't an accountant?
Yeah, so the important takeaway here from the financials are we still had strong revenues even after COVID-19. So a little bit of a dip there, but still strong. We were able to keep our controllable local expenses low as we have in the years past. So we ended up with very strong net margins at the end of the year.
So how does that tie in with any projects that we're working on? How are you able to use that revenue?
So the main project we have going on right now is the fiber project. I'm sure you've heard about it, seen it.
Yeah, who hasn't, right? Yeah.
When we went to borrow for that, that was a pretty big project, one of the biggest ones we've done since the start of REMC. We were able to use our strong equity ratio and strong financials to borrow from CFC for the project. And it was a very easy process due to our strong financials.
I'm here with Jeff Moore and John Justice. Jeff is the manager of engineering and operations, and John is the supervisor of operations. Jeff and John, could you guys tell us a little bit about what your departments are doing to ensure system reliability and what we're doing to decrease outage times?
So, one of the things that we're doing is moving some of our lines out of right away, and I'll let John kind of touch on that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so we have lines running in backyards, through fields, through some wooded areas.
The hard to get to stuff.
Very hard to get to stuff. We're in the process of moving it to the road, which will reduce our outage times by getting our bigger equipment to it and not have to lug equipment into the backyards or into the woods.
And then a few of the other things is some of the technology that we use here at Kosciusko REMC to reduce our outage times during big storms. This would be our outage management system that is tied into our metering system. During these large storms, we can utilize that to actually see where these outages are. That reduces the time. We can actually send our crews right to the device that is affected.
John, could you tell us a little bit about the reconductoring that's going underway?
We are in our second year of a 10-year program, 25 miles a year, reconductoring and replacing poles. The reason we're doing this is the wire, as it ages, it gets brittle. It does have a steel core. It's aluminum outside, steel core on the inside. The steel core will rust away and the wire can fall to the ground.
If you're a KREMC member, the chances that you don't have fast, reliable internet yet are pretty high. And I'm willing to bet that many of you have no internet at all. I know the feeling because until recently, I was one of those members too. That's why we are so excited to provide our members with fast, reliable fiber to the home internet with the help of our subsidiary, Kosciusko Connect. I'm sure you have many questions like how and when can you get internet and what packages we have to offer. Here's a glance at our packages. Hey Kurt.
Hey Mike.
So I'm here with Kurt Barkey. Kurt is the Vice President of Technology and Broadband for Kosciusko Connect. Kurt, we're doing a little bit of Q&A for our members so that they can understand the whole process of how our fiber gets put up on our system and then how they're going to eventually get our great fiber service.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us where we're at in the process as far as getting fiber throughout our service area?
Sure. Yeah. So as everybody knows, we're doing fiber throughout the county, and we've broken everything up into our zone map. That's out on our website, KosciuskoConnect.com. You can go look at it there. So we're in Zone 1. We're doing installs there. All of Zone 1 is opened up. In our Zone 2, we are finishing up our quality testing, which basically means we're checking all of the splicing throughout the system to make sure that we can actually deliver the internet service. In our Zone 3, we've just started doing construction, so that you'll see the guys out there in the field with their trucks and running the fiber and the strand that we attach the fiber to. Imagine connecting two pieces of hair together, right? Because the fiber that we're installing is smaller diameter than the hair on your head. So
pretty small.
It is pretty small, it is, right? And so we have to connect all of that up throughout the system, and it can range anywhere from 144 splices in a location or all the way down to 4. And in our Zone 4 and 5, we've just kind of worked through the design process. We've got our bill of material ordered for Zone 4, and we'll start building that out here shortly. And then unfortunately, those in Zone 5 will be waiting the longest, but I promise we're getting to them, and we'll be starting that here later on this year.
Our members are very excited about this service, and many of you want to know when our internet service will be available at your location. These are steps that must be completed to provide you internet service. So the first step is we have to map our system and determine how many poles need changed out, how many transformers need to be relocated on the poles. The second step is for crews to come out and change out poles to maintain proper clearance and to move the equipment on the poles. The third step is for crews to come out and actually string the main cable down the road in front of your house. And then you come to the fourth step, is where the service drop actually gets run from the pole or the transformer to the side of your house. And the final step is when crews come out and actually go from outside the house to inside the house and install all the proper equipment needed. At that time, you should have internet service. So you will see our crews in your area multiple times before we can officially connect your service. When service becomes available at your location, you will receive a postcard and an email from us reminding you to sign up. Until then, you can keep up with our social media pages and our interactive project map to track our progress as we go.
We are proud to announce that Kosciusko Connect has connected over 1,000 homes since we began in December of 2021. Remember, there are no contracts, and signing up for our internet service is free. The initial internet installation is also free during our 2-year build-out process. We ask you to please wait until you see our crews in your area to pre-register. When it's time, you can register at KosciuskoConnect.com to start the process. To stay up to date, search Kosciusko Connect on Facebook and give us a like. Now let's hear from some of our customers and employees about how Kosciusko Connect has made a difference in their daily lives. We're here with Wayne Adams. Wayne, I understand that you are a Kosciusko Connect member and that you have recently started using our fiber internet that we provide. Can you tell us a little bit about how maybe that's changed your daily life and some of the pluses that you like about the product?
Well, speaking for me and my wife, I can say compared to the other carriers that we've ever had, it's very reliable, it's dependable, and does a really good job for us, and we've been very happy using it. The speed online as we move around and navigate through the internet is very, very quick, and it's something to be appreciated.
It's improved in many ways. Main one being I'm a Grace College student, so being able to do all my schoolwork and streaming has really improved my life. Also, it has saved me a lot of money cutting out any cable companies and switching to streaming.
Sounds really great. Were there any other options that Kosciusko Connect offered that you chose to include in your package?
Yes, I picked Guardian Management. It's like a protection device within the Kosciusko Connect app. With my 5-year-old, I have been able to limit his access to the internet and how much time he spends. Also with security systems, been able to monitor the things that happen with that.
I'm here with Stephanie Scott. Stephanie is the manager of member services. And Stephanie, what we're trying to do is we're trying to engage with some employees and find out how the new Kosciusko Connect and the fiber launch is affecting your daily tasks.
Okay. As far as the member service team, we have been much busier than we were last year. We're taking a lot of the calls. We're making calls to anyone that's pre-registered for fiber service, and then we're taking the calls as members call in and request service. So we're going over the service packages with them and talking through those options and getting them set up.
So I know Kurt Carver, he kind of talked about the processes that all have to be completed before our members can actually get service to their home. Do you want those people to contact us right now to say, hey, we're ready. Whenever you guys get in the area, then hook us up?
It's best for members to wait until we call them.
Okay, so we're not overloaded, right?
Of course we're overloaded with calls because everyone is excited about it. The need is so desperate in our community for good internet service that everyone is calling. Even, sections in Zone 5 that aren't going to be ready until next year are calling now. But honestly, we'd rather them wait until we get into the area and we'll call them or let them know in some way. We've been sending paper flyers in the mail. We will do Facebook, social media posts. We're doing phone calls to let people know when we're in the area. So it's best that they wait until we call them.
As you know, at Kosciusko REMC, we are committed to our community. As part of being committed to our community, we like to give back to our youth and invest in our future. Part of investing in our youth, we offer Touchstone Energy Camp, and we also offer scholarships. Here with me today is Nicole Pfeiffer. Nicole is the lead member service representative. Nicole, if you could tell us a little bit about our community involvement and how we like to give back as far as the scholarships.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. I currently oversee the scholarships applications here at Kosciusko REMC. I will tell you that Kosciusko REMC does value our youth and our community. We are currently done accepting applications for the 2022 4-H Scholarship and John H. Anglin Scholarship. But feel free to go to our website at kosciuskoremc.com and make sure to apply for the 2023 scholarships in the early part of January. We are offering a pre-registration for those scholarship applicants who are going to be able to come into our office on May 16th, where they can pre-register for those actual scholarships, or you can come to the annual meeting, which is on June 9th, and make sure you register at the actual registration desk.
I'm here with President and CEO of Kosciusko REMC and Kosciusko Connect, Kurt Carver. Kurt, we recently sent out a survey and asked our members to send in questions that they would like to have answered. One of the questions that they would like to have answered is, how long do you think it's going to take for the entire service area of Kosciusko REMC to have internet available?
Great question, Mike. As we previously stated, we started our build out in December of 2021. So if you can imagine a fiber ring completely around the entire county, that's going to take approximately a 2-year build out plan. So December of 2023, we should have service available to any member that wants to take our service.
Once all of our service territory has internet available, are we going to branch out to non-members and offer internet service to them as well?
Absolutely. You know, being an electric cooperative, our service territory is limited to a certain area.
Okay.
Unlike the electric side, the fiber side is unlimited to where you can go. So yes, we are going to expand our service out to non-members eventually once we get through this 2-year rollout.
Are there any last words that you would like to say to our members, or anything that you would like to address before we move forward?
As President and CEO, the Kosciusko REMC and Kosciusko Connect, I would say going through these challenging times that we went through this last couple of years made us a stronger cooperative. Our employees did a great job adapting to all the changes we put in place to ensure we provided a quality service to our members, whether it was providing a reliable electric service or high-speed internet service. We're here for you today and tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time.
In closing, I would like to give you the information that you need to know before coming to the drive-through portion of our annual meeting. The meeting will open at 3:30 p.m. and end at 6:30 p.m. on June the 9th, 2022. Bring your June edition of the Indiana Connection magazine. It has a registration barcode that is unique to you. This barcode will assist our staff in giving you a $10 bill credit. The magazine will also contain your voting ballot, and we ask that you please have your ballot filled out before arriving so that we may expedite your vote quickly. And don't worry, we'll have extra ballots on hand in case you forget yours. And to show our appreciation, members attending the meeting will be given the $10 bill credit and receive a gift. Also, a carry-out meal will be available for our members that attend the meeting. Again, just as a reminder, the annual meeting is on June 9th from 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Don't forget to bring your June edition of the Indiana Connection magazine. It has the unique barcode and your voting ballot. Please have your ballot filled out before you arrive. We're so excited to see you, and if you see me at the meeting this year, don't hesitate to wave.